EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Condors of Tokyo taking on the LA Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards. Jones looking to change the play. Here's Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal from 28 yards out. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A quick throw there out to Williams. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. The Chargers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. They'll look to throw here. Give him another one right back to Allen. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. And Johnston sent in motion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground with Spiller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey, Catholic.
They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Here's Herbert. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Returnable here for Davis. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Setting up the screen, here's Spiller. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They run behind center with Spiller, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here.
Get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Spiller. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Jones. A final shot before break. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Shreds the tackle. Down to the 22-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Charger 16. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now Jones going to change it up here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Condors use the short field to get in for 6. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee.